is so good to see you in person. Last time we talked, it was a Zoom interview, and I had more braids at the time. And
I'm sorry?
I had longer braids at the time, and I had taken them down. And it's funny, because recently I found a picture of you and I, and this was like 90s or something like that, man. I am so glad to see you here, man. How does it feel being part of this? Because when they talk about legends in songwriting, your name is part of that.
I guess what you could say is it's been a long time, and it's been really interesting to sort of, see it recurring, this great big hoopla of what's going on, and I can't help but say all the wonderful people here and all the wonderful people that are very deserving, and the fact that I've been invited to be part of it is just outstanding.
Who's this beautiful woman next to you, please?
This is Brenda Swanson. This is my other half here. This is Brenda.
What is it like to be with a legend?
It can be very interesting at times. He's just a human being like anyone else, but he does get mobbed from time to time for autographs and pictures, so you got to be secure.
And get ready for everything, eh? Ready for anything.
But you're here for a reason. What's the reason for it?
I'm here to, Mr. Gino Vannelli is being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and as well as all these wonderful other artists, and I'm been asked, and I'm very proud to be able to sing People Gotta Move, Gino's song, so I'll be singing it.
You guys have sort of similar music styles, when I think about it now.
I would say, yes, I would say so. Gino, much more avant-garde and just wonderfully orchestrated and thought out pieces of music. In some ways, I sort of like on the outer edges of all that.
Well, look, man, we're happy you're here. Congratulations. Have a great time. And you and I got to talk, because I know you got some shows coming up, too.
I'm still at it, so yeah, there'll be some more shows.
Love and respect, my friend. Have a great time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How does it feel, man, being here? Songwriters Hall of Fame. This is prestigious, man. One of the biggest ones of the year. How do you feel being involved with this?
I feel very honored, very grateful, especially as a Montreal guy, honoring a Montreal native here. It feels pretty special with another Montreal artist, Rev. So honestly, it's straight out of a dream, honestly. I enjoy it.
You know, I've always said this, man. Montreal, Quebec, it's like a different world from everybody else in Canada. What is it about the music in Quebec that you think stands out different from all the other provinces?
Well, the only way I can answer that is to tell you I wouldn't be an artist if I hadn't lived in Montreal. I think it's just the kind of place that really allows you to be exactly who you are. And when I think about the person we're honoring today, Gino Vannelli, I think about integrity, authenticity, honoring your inner voice, regardless of what else comes your way. So I feel like people just feel like being themselves, and there's a space that encourages that. So I think because of that, you get very special art out of there.
Now, I want to double check. You're here for a reason. What's that reason for, sir?
Yes, today, so I'm honoring Gino Vannelli as he's getting inducted into the Legends for Hall of Fame, for the Canadian Songwriter Hall of Fame. So we're going to be singing a song of his called Living Inside Myself today.
Did you know Gino was one of the first artists, white artists, to be on Soul Train? And I remember that because I watched it when it happened, man.
I do. In fact, I know he got that gig because he got to open for Stevie Wonder in '74 for a few dates. And yes, so honestly, it's pretty cool as a soul aficionado and soul fan. Honestly, it feels great to know that this is somebody that really also has a connection to that heritage as well.
Have a great time tonight, man. Congrats.
Really, I appreciate it. Thank you.
First, it is always an honor to speak with you. The last time you and I did an interview was actually at Blue Mountain. Years ago when you performed there, I got a chance to talk to you for about 20 minutes. Massive fan of yours. Congratulations on what's going on here tonight.
Thank you, Rudy. Thank you.
What is it about, do you think, your music? Because your music had no limits. I mean, I always talk to people when I talk about you, saying you were one of the first white performers what was on Soul Train. And I will never forget that because I saw it when it happened.
I got that call from Don Cornelius himself, personally. I took it while I was in Cincinnati, and I was performing with Stevie Wonder at the time in 1974. And he asked me to do it, and I asked him a question. I said, do you realize that I'm white? And he said something very funny, like, well, here at Soul Train, we consider you off-white.
You know, your ballads were great, but still, Black Cars, will always be my favorite. What was the inspiration behind that?
Well, I had a song hanging around called Black Cars and a few lines, and I asked my friend Roy Freeland what he thought the song was about. And he said, just go on Hollywood Boulevard and sit down on one of those benches and watch people walk by, and it'll probably dawn on you. And I saw this lady in a black fur coat, an artificial or fake coat, that had been there probably walking up and down for years. And so the song is really about her, not a car.
Well, sir, I know I got to let you go. You got other interviews. What advice do you have for the future songwriters?
Listen to the best.
Congratulations, and thank you for this interview.
Thank you, Louis.